Hi, I'm John with Probo Medical, and I'm going to go over using and customizing the CALC package on your GE Versana Premier. So we're in the OB1 preset, that's your first trimester OB, and I'm going to freeze our image, and then when I hit the measure button, that's going to start bringing up on my touch screen all of the different things that are built into the machine to measure. Okay, so zoom in for you, and you can see we've got uterus that's in a folder, ovary, and it says right ovary. If anytime you have a right and a left measurement, you've got a right toggle right here. So I can spin that knob and it's going to go to left. Okay, so you spin that toggle just below the right. That's going to switch between your right and left side. Then I have a few standalone measurements over here that are not in folders. And notice over here, we have OB1, OB2, 3. So if I found out my baby is not in OB1 and I needed the full suite of measurements, I could go to my OB2, 3 CALCs, and that's going to bring everything up here on screen. So we're going to go back to our OB1. And to do a simple measurement, let's say I want to do crown-rump. I'm going to tap my crown-rump, and that's going to put a cursor up on screen. So I can wheel that cursor to my beginning point, and if you look down at the bottom center of your screen where the map for the keys around your trackball is, you can see that on either side of your trackball you have a set. So I'm going to hit one of those. And now as I move this over, you're going to see that the button there at 1 o'clock says caliper 1, caliper 2, where the two buttons at the bottom both say set. So if I place this one and I need to adjust the first caliper, I hit that button at 1 o'clock, that caliper 1, caliper 2. And I can continue to hit that button to toggle back and forth between those two before I hit my set. Once you hit your set, it's going to lock those measurements in and put that measurement into your report. Now, if you hit the set, all is not lost. You can actually recover your if you hit the set, all is not lost. You can recover your measurement without having to go in and adjust your CALC package. That's this caliper right here. So if I spin this knob, okay, I'm going to spin it, and you're going to see it's selected that first caliper. And now I can just use my caliper 1, caliper 2 to bounce until I have it where I want. And it's going to edit that measurement in your report so that you don't have to go back in and do that yourself later. So that's some of your controls that you'll use to do. You have your selection here. If you already have calipers up on screen and you need to edit those, spin this caliper button, and that's going to spin you through every caliper on screen and edit those for you without having to go through and mess up your report. Your right-left spinner is right here. Okay. If you have something in a folder, so this is uterus, I'm going to hit the uterus button, and it's immediately going to start with my uterus length. Then I have height, then I have width. Okay. So I can put my uterus length where I want it, wheel out, and as soon as I hit my set button, it's going to immediately switch over to uterus height. Okay, I can hit my save button here, then unfreeze. If I want to do both my height and my width on my next screen, I can. So I'll just unfreeze right now, and if I refreeze and then hit measure, and in fact I didn't even have to hit measure, it automatically pulls up that uterus height. And these are things that we can reorder. So if we need to do width first and then height, we can reorder all of these things, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. If we're done with uterus, we hit return, And then that's going to take us back out to our main selection page. Okay, so that's how you'll utilize most of these measurements. Now, to customize these measurements, that's what we'll do next. We go into our setup button right here. So we hit our setups, and that's going to take us to the main setups page. And on this page right here, we're going to come over and we're going to select measure. That's going to take us to this page. Okay. Now, if you don't see all of your measurements over here on this side, and in fact, this is just a little confused. So to reset, or if you see nothing over here, just go to your OB1, click it one more time, and that's going to reset everything right here and show you the measurements. So this is where you would select whether it's a 2D measurement, an M mode, or Doppler. So in our 2D measurements, we had our uterus, our ovaries, and then here is our single measures. So let's say with our OB1, we never measure uterus. So I can click that uterus right there, and just delete it, get it off of there. And maybe we don't measure ovaries either, so we'll delete it. Crown-rump is the first thing we want to measure, and so I want to move that up. So I'm going to click this up button, and we'll move it up to that top position. Now I can grab my gestational sac and move that up. And so that's how you're going to move things around or get rid of things on this screen. So now we can move our yolk sac up, and then we have our BPD and our femur length. And something that confuses people quite often is how this is going to show up on their touch screen. Okay, and this is kind of hard to explain, but what happens is the very top row we don't even have access to. So we can't do anything about this top row. If I click this and I try to make it go up higher, it won't let me. So this crown rump length is in a position of the second row left hand position, because the first four across the top row are up here. So then we have crown rump, gestational sac, yolk sac. This position here is going to be all the way to the right, and this spot here is the left hand position on the third row. So I'm going to go ahead and move my BPD and my femur length up one click. Okay. And then here we have two empty slots, and then cervix and cervix trace cervix is going to be directly underneath our BPD. So just to show you how that's going to look, I'm going to go ahead and hit the exit. And then we'll come back over here, and I'm going to zoom in on the touch screen for you so that you can see that a little better, and hit measure. And now you'll see what I was talking about with crown rump, BPD, cervix, all starting over here on the end. And once again, we don't have a lot of access to this top row. Well, this top row is something we can't touch. So we have four, the first four slots go here, the second four, or the third four, I guess, and then the last ones. And then we go on to our next page, which we don't have anything on the next page. But that's how you place things on this screen. Okay, so there are other measurements that we can look at. If I go into my M mode, and I'm just going to tap this twice so that the M mode is running, and then hit freeze and measure. We have a couple things on this screen. I have my heart rate down here, and that's what we normally want to measure. But then we have ejection fraction and stenosis up here. Maybe we don't want those at all. I like where the heart rate is because I don't have to reach very far for it when I'm doing my scan, but I want these gone. They just clutter up my screen. So we're going to go ahead and go back into our setups. And then I'm going to go to measure, and that's going to bring us back here. And now I want to make sure my M mode is selected. And once again, this is still my 2D. There's M mode. There we go. And you're going to see there's my stenosis and there's my ejection fraction. So I'm going to get rid of those because I just don't want to see them. And if I scroll down, you're going to see heart rate is way down here. But I like it there. It's easy to reach. If we go to our Doppler, we're going to see some of the same things here. So I have heart rate smack in the middle, but I want the heart rate to be in the same place, whether I'm doing M mode or pulsed wave. So to put that in the same place, we're going to scoot that down. And I'm going to put it down right there, and that should be in the right place. This other stuff, honestly, if you're not doing it, you can go ahead and get rid of it so it's not cluttering up your screen. And so I'm just going to delete all of these things, only leaving the proximal distal. And in fact, I could, well, nope, I can't get that off of there. So we're stuck with the proximal distal. But I've got heart rate in that bottom corner. So I'm going to go ahead and exit. And now what I'm going to do is run my pulsed wave. Let that run for a second. Hit freeze. And now when I hit measure, you're going to see that my heart rate is right down in the same position it was on my M mode. So now whether you're doing M mode or pulsed wave, your heart rate is right there, easy to measure. If you have any questions about setting up your measurements or calculation package, feel free to reach out to our applications department. We'll be happy to help.